Hi everyone, I hope you all are doing well. My name is Lauren. I am here to talk a little bit about Adderall and how it felt when I first started coming off, and also some of the reasons why it was so hard for me to make that final decision to stop Adderall in the first place. Once again, I want to apologize if I'm talking funny, but I have TMJ and I have an orthotic in my mouth, and it makes me not be able to talk normal. So anyways, and I'm also walking my dog. There he is, right there. So we are out trying to get some exercise in this beautiful North Carolina weather. All right, so when I first decided that I need to stop taking Adderall, like a real serious, legit, like this is not happening anymore. My whole life has become completely unmanageable, and it's all because of this drug. The problem was that I started taking it, Adderall, because I started a new job, a career, and I wanted to be the best. I wanted to be seen. I wanted to be seen as somebody that had it together and that can be way better than any of the other people that work there. It was a sales position. It was 100% commission, and I was like one of 5 women out of 130. I was 22 years old, and I was really, really determined to prove that I could do this. And it was a very difficult job with a lot of moving parts, a lot of moving parts. And so I already had ADD, but I went all through college without taking it, Adderall, with being fine. But this, I needed something. It was hard for me to focus. So I started taking it, and I really succeeded at my job. I was great. Had got all these accolades, #1 in sales, making really good money. So when I started to decide that I needed to come off Adderall, it was hard because I had believed that Adderall was the reason why I was so successful. It was what got me to where I was. It was what got me the accolades. It was what got me the awards. It's what got me everything that I earned so far, and how was I going to be able to do it without it? On top of that, when you first stop taking Adderall, you feel horrible. Horrible. You're so tired. You're like 100 times worse than when you first started taking it, before you started taking it. The reason why you took it was because you didn't feel focused, and now you feel like that times 100, like really not well. And so you're kind of stuck in this spot where you're like, damned if I do, really damned if I don't. So what am I supposed to do? When you get to this point, if you're not there already, where you have to stop taking Adderall, it is not working anymore, and it's just not something you can keep doing. So the problem with me was this: I thought that the reasons why I did so well at my job was because of Adderall, and I wasn't going to be able to do it without it. And you know what? At first, I probably couldn't, because my body was in such a state of shock, withdrawal. I was sick. I didn't feel well. I couldn't get out of bed. I couldn't function without it. Your body, first of all, it will do that to almost any controlled substance you take for 10 years, is how long I took Adderall. You try to get off of it, and it's going to have a withdrawal. You're going to feel sick. You're not going to feel well. Even if it's an antidepressant, you come off that, you don't feel well. Unfortunately, Adderall is addicting on top of mind altering. So you have to deal with the physical addictions and the mental addictions. And so it's very difficult to just wean yourself off of Adderall like you can with an antidepressant. Actually, unless you don't have an addiction problem to it, then you can. But if you do have an addiction problem to it, it's impossible. It's like quitting smoking cigarettes by just cutting down and then stopping. Whatever. Some people might be able to do it, but not many. I know I wasn't able to do it with neither cigarettes or with Adderall. And then, I had to remind myself, or try to get it in my head, that Adderall didn't earn all the accolades and all the awards that I earned. I did that, and the reason why I thought Adderall did it for me is because I was taking Adderall while I was going through all of that. I probably could have done that on my own. Now, would it have been as fast, or maybe not? Maybe I wouldn't have made all of them. Maybe I would have. I know right now, if I go back and do that same job, I'm sure I would get there eventually. Now, I didn't have the drive. I wouldn't really have the drive that I had when I was 23, 22. I mean, I'm older than that now. And with age comes, I believe, comes balance, and you have a work-life family balance. And when I was 23, I was just like wanting to make money and wanting to succeed in my career. But, one of the things, though, that I really did was I said to myself that Adderall is the reason why I'm successful. I can't do anything without it. And that's what kept me in this loop, in this cycle of abuse. And so now when I look back at it, it's very, very, very important for me to constantly remember that I'm the one who did that. Adderall didn't get up and go see customers and make money and, do all the things that I did. I did that. All Adderall did was help me focus. So that's why I'm so into exercise now, because exercise helps me focus. Exercise, and it's running. I have seriously ran every single day, except I had some surgeries. So I took 2 weeks off for one surgery, and I took like 5 days off for another one, and then maybe 3 weeks. Not 3 weeks, I'm sorry, 3 days. All of that in 4 years now. Every day I get out and run. Why? Because I want to get thin? No. It's because of my focus. It helps me focus. It helps me see things more clearly, just like how Adderall works for me. I mean, of course, it doesn't make me zoom all over the place like a crazy person like Adderall did, but it definitely makes me feel a lot more balanced. So that's what I believe Adderall stopped me from doing, is learning how to work with my ADD. There's a way for you to be successful and to learn how to be you and successful you without a pill. And mine happens to be with exercise. Some other people might have to meditate, or maybe they have to take a shower in the morning, or maybe, who knows? But there's ways to work with your brain to help it be more focused. So that you can really, really succeed at what you're doing without Adderall. So that's all that I have for you today. I just wanted to come up and talk to you a little bit about some of the pitfalls and some of the things that I said to myself when I was going through my first few years, actually, of coming off of Adderall. Thanks so much for responding and for subscribing. I really appreciate it. And I hope you guys are doing well. And I hope that you're feeling well and that you're being strong today and doing what you know is best for you. Talk to you later.